Cause these AirPods ghetto and raggedy. Girl, these not even on. The people who get it, get it. For everybody else, who cares?
I said I ain't messing with her unless she real fine. You feel me? I ain't messing with her unless she real fine.
Hey y'all, it's All of Destiny, and today's video is sponsored by WowAfrican. So this is the 13x6 blonde streak brown wavy human hair wig. It's the length 20 inches, the density is 150%. It does have the 13x6 deep parting space, so we got ear to ear. Undetectable HD lace, clean bleach knots, and it is suitable for all skin tones. And for glueless installation, there is an elastic band, adjustable straps, and combs on this wig. Talk about pressed for time. Girl, why didn't I put my contacts in? And it's 3 o'clock. I have about an hour. This is the before. This will be giving the girls. Be ready in like an hour. I'll call y'all back. I'm gonna chat with you all just a little bit while I do my hair. Let me move my puff into a low ponytail because I do not have time for braids. Low pony me, please. So we have everything we need right here. I'm gonna record while I talk to you on the phone. Taking the wig cap provided. This also works great if you want to do braids as well. Let me set the box up in the back because people be stealing videos. And then my subscribers send me the video like somebody's stealing your video. Or they send me a video to my Instagram DM asking me about the hair and asking me do I recommend it. And I'm just like, girl, if you don't go look at my channel, I never even worked with these people before. Like and subscribe so you don't get scammed out here. Did I bring the cotton pads up here? I went downstairs 3 times. All right, so I'm gonna take some alcohol and wipe off my forehead because I am going to glue this down. I'm out of breath because I ran all the way downstairs. I need to make a list of things that I need 2 of. Rock the middle part. I hate rushing. I haven't been even doing anything this morning, just laying in my bed. I could have easily been up here putting my wig on. But now, I hate AirPods. I need to go back to Samsung. The hair looks great. Oh, it's the brown for me. Taking some foundation powder and just applying this to the cap will help it to blend even further with my skin tone. Whenever I'm like pressed for time, I always do a wig grip. And it's like Velcro, so you just stick it in the back. I had mine so long that it won't stay pressed for time, but that's when I get ready the best. So you can use either scissors or an eyebrow razor to get as close as you can to the hairline to remove that excess lace. I hate that about myself. I have all the time in the world to manage my own time and do with it what I please, and yet I still like to do things last minute. I'm going to Disney on Ice. Part of me forgot that it was today. I could have easily worn my natural hair. That's why I don't like to really tell my subscribers when I'm rushing to things, because then when I read the comments and I upload a rush get ready with me, let's rush to get ready video, literally could title it that. Oh, well, just hold the content until you have time to film it and not rush. And it's like the purpose is to show different ways of doing things realistically to my life. And if rushing is what it's currently given, I like to realistically show that. What's the highs without the lows? What's having 3 hours to get ready without only having an hour? And an hour to a lot of people is nothing. When I'm rushing, I normally try to sit here and think about what I want to wear. That way when I do go back downstairs, I have something in mind. This is concealer for the part. I like for my parting space to really stand out. So I take a lighter concealer and just apply that using a really small brush. Changing my hair makes me look and feel like a different person. It probably makes no sense. If I've been wearing my hair in a low bun, it's like, all right, what's next? I don't like to be stuck in the same style. That's why really, for me, I've never gotten, what's that style everybody tell me to try? Girl, these not even on. Box braids or like micro braids, like the really small ones. I can't commit to that because I don't want to be in that style that long. And yeah, you could take it down, but if you're paying your money for it, I think that's personally wasteful. It's looking good, but I want to do an edge here. Some spray. Really may as well put the glue on it and be done. Oh, I know you lying. As I'm unscrewing this, all of it is coming off. It's not supposed to be like that. That cap is supposed to be separate. This is my Ghost Bun glue. I must have put the lid on it when it was... Alright. Here we go. Instead of applying the glue to my entire forehead, sometimes I just like to apply it to the ear tabs. Like, I'm more of a glueless wig type of girl. That's all. So let's talk about how every time I call myself just chatting, people think I'm over explaining myself. I just noticed how they got the comb like this. I like that. I think it's transparent. It look good. For real. What she said is melty. Period. Ratchet Destiny said, hey. But yeah, so every time I think I'm just sitting down, chatting with the girls, I always see somebody say like that I'm explaining myself. I wasn't, I'm just chatting. Imagine being on the phone and you're like going back and forth. I say something, you say something. I say something, you say something. And then that's taken as you explaining yourself. What I do not like and what I find weird is whenever I choose to just kind of speak in open dialogue, or what I consider is just open dialogue, I'm thinking out loud while my camera is running. That's what I've been doing all of these years, and it's working for me. That's always just taken the wrong way. The people who get it, get it. For everybody else, who cares? The moment I'm done talking about it, it's the release of it. It's like taking a sheet of paper, writing it down, not reading it again, just closing your journal until you need to write something in it again. Or if you burn it or put it in the trash can, or getting off your chest everything you need to say to a person, but on a letter that you never plan on even giving them. So whenever I do that in filming form, and then I start editing the video, the vent is over immediately after you said it. At that particular time, that's how you felt. So to trash it means that you're editing out whatever you consider not the best version of yourself. Does that make sense? Kind of like when my camera broke. I didn't care about the camera. It ain't nothing to go and buy another one. It was just the final straw. Editing the video, I didn't currently feel like that anymore. So it's like, okay, do you keep it? Do you not? If it was a good moment, you definitely would keep it because it's something worth showing. But then when you have a different kind of moment, it's like, what should you do? Even in this, I'm just sitting here talking out loud. I'm gonna play this back like, what? This hair is pretty. So pretty. I don't even feel like I should attempt to wear curls if it's raining. I should just flat iron it. All right, let's do straight. Just for the sake of, I don't do it often. Either that or people say, block it out. Just ignore that part. And y'all know my definition of what ignore means. If you don't know, my definition of ignore would be not reading any of them, because you obviously have to read something to see what it says in the first place. So that's not the best suggestion at all. Like, I see that a lot. Something that I am doing, like for my mental health and just for the sake of peace of mind, once a video becomes a certain amount of length old, I don't go back. I don't even think that's intentional. I'm just constantly posting new things that I have to now reply to the comments on the newest video. I'm all out of my head right now talking, so I don't even want to keep any of this. I really am. I'm all over the place. I just hate to cut the camera off. My hair turned out real pretty, and I'd be like, well, there's that. It's like if you and your classmate both failed a test, they got a higher D, and you got an F. So they at least feel better about themselves because they did better than you. But y'all both failed. Like, okay, we're gonna bond over our F's, but I'm a little bit better than you because my F higher. So I'm using hair gel and my edge brush to mold the baby hair in place. Not necessarily glue it to my forehead, but kind of help it to guide into a more swoopy sort of shape. Yeah, you definitely have to be careful of that. You can't vent to the wrong person. Middle part straight hair is like the easiest to just get it done when you're in a rush. I'm gonna tell you what I don't like about rushing. I'm that person, I don't consider myself dressed and ready if my space is a mess. Like some people can, oh, I'm ready, but you got clothes all over your bed and walking away from like a whole hot mess. That's not considered ready to me. I don't like coming back to junk. So I ain't ready if the bathroom's still a mess. It just depends, but that's not ready to me. It's not. I don't enjoy that because I'm gonna think about it. The overthinker in me might just be thinking like, yeah, but you left that stuff on the table. So Picky Destiny is actually going to take some more of that concealer and apply it right to where the edges begin, just to really make them stand out a little bit more. Voila. I'm gonna pluck a little bit more, but for the time being and for me being pressed for time, this is what we currently have. I'm gonna tie this down, pack my bag right quick. I like a little bit of freeze spray because it's still easy to remove it at the end of the night. Alrighty, now we're gonna get this makeup ready. I don't have my thing to prop the phone up on, but these side curling my hair while I do my makeup is very much giving celebrity vibes. Not me using the rest of the eyeshadow to contour my nose, decide.
Get up.
Very.
No, I'm trying.
Mama did the best she could. WowAfrican is not gonna accept my ghetto content.
Oh, this fun.
Yeah.
You tired to get her content? Come over to this side. Yeah. Tell them to email me.
You just did.
I'm gonna burn myself.
Just did. Bye.
Ooh, she got a little edge.
I had the hair scarf on the entire way here. It's me doing my face with one hand just to collect footage. Another thing that comes in handy when rushing is having help, okay? So I'm finishing my makeup while my sister Boone is using her lately curling irons to bump the ends. How long you hold it for?
Until this start feeling wet, it sweat a little bit first. Okay. Then it'll be like a like that.
For real.
But at first when it be wet, you can touch it. But then when you tap it and they feel like you touching the iron, that's when you let it go.
Okay. Noted.
Touch it, feel how wet it feel. Feel that wetness.
Yeah.
Gotta wait till it's dry heat. You're giving me amateur. Why you on the phone record?
And another key tip for making your curls last is not to touch them until they're all the way cool. That way they stay locked in place. So just a few more finishing touches to smooth out that middle part, since I got like a ponytail instead of braids. Just kind of rub that along the parting space. It'll make everything lay nice and flat. That also worked great for any flyaways as well. So here we have the middle part. We got the side part. If you all want to see how I did the side part, a few days later I actually went ahead and washed the wig. I allowed it to air dry, and then I basically kind of just restyled it. Don't cut the video off. I'm not going to bore you with the entire restyling process, but I went ahead and just kind of laid the edges, and then I take the Nairobi foam and lotion, apply that to the part, and then I began to kind of press it out a little bit. This helps it to lay more flat. Tie the edges down, and then I curled and bumped the ends. So at this point, I'm officially loving colored hair on me. I especially love about this wig the highlighted pieces along the front. It really kind of frames the face. I love the way my hair turned out. All right, so this is pretty much the finished look. I did the side part, didn't have time to really curl it, so I'm just leaving it down since I already wore it curled. That one little part. And if you all want to save money shopping with WowAfrican, then definitely be sure to use coupon code DESTINY15 for $15 off of all of their wigs, even if you all don't get this exact same one. Although I kind of think you should because it look good. Perfect warm color for us welcoming spring. Get into it. We love it. Again, special thank you to WowAfrican for sponsoring today's video. Questions and comments, be sure to leave all of that down below. And as always, I thank you all so much for watching.
Question, tell me what you think about me. I buy my own diamonds and I buy my own ring. Only ring is only when I'm feeling lonely. When it's all over, please get up and leave. Question,